Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight to talk about football. We got the Steelers versus Tennessee tonight. All right, let, let, let's talk about this game. It started off. Let's talk about it. First possession, right away, Steelers score 7-0. Next, the Titans get the football. It gets intercepted. Steelers kick a field goal, 10-0. And I'm like, are we here to get an ass whooping? And then the Titans come back. They score a touchdown, make it 10-7. Then the Steelers kick two more kicks, and they go to halftime 16-7. I'm like, all right, we have ourselves a nice game here. Whatever, 16-7 at halftime. Then first play for Tennessee in the second half, touchdown, first play. And we really have ourselves a game now. 16-14. And then after that, what? How many interceptions did Marcus Mariota throw? Like 5? This guy's, oh my lord, this guy really made some mistakes tonight. That's where they scored again, make it 22-14. Then the Titans scored another kick. Then it's 22-17. We thought ourselves a game. But then after that, it really went downhill. 29-17. Then, what was it? Another field? I'm lost. What was the final score? 40-17? 39-17? I mean, it was an ass whooping. It was an ass whooping. Excuse me, now I remember. It was 22, then they went to 30, then they went to 37, and then kicked the field. So ended 40-17, if I'm not mistaken. But still, whatever. I apologize. I lost count of the score. I'm not a fucking Albert Einstein. I apologize. I wish I was. That I made a mistake. I apologize. Yeah, but whatever. The final score, I believe, was 40-17. And Marcus Mariota was throwing interceptions all over the place. I look at Marcus Mariota, and he's on my list, like I talked about, of 25 and younger quarterbacks in this league. He's on the list. And this man tonight, on a Thursday night football game, with a very good football team he's got, very good defense, going up against one of the best football teams in the league, and the Steelers, had a pretty good chance tonight to show that this guy is a star in this league. And Marcus Mariota completely sucked ass tonight. Really did. This was a chance to show the world. And it happened a few weeks ago on Monday Night Football. I believe it was against Indianapolis, where he won, but he struggled. He struggled in that game. He was losing at halftime. He was able to get the win in the second half. Indianapolis with their second-string quarterback. And now tonight again, he gets a chance to do it again on a Thursday Night Football game. It's a very good football team, the Steelers. And once again, falls flat on his face. Marcus Mariota, what the hell's going on? I have not seen this guy play that much. I did see that one game they had in Seattle earlier in the season. That was pretty good. But for the most part, every time I watch this guy, he's falling flat on his face. Like, literally. Like, what the hell? Well, not literally, but I mean, what the hell is going on with Marcus Mariota? Are you about shit, Marcus Mariota? Are you going to be a star in this league? Now, everybody talked about Marcus Mariota. Can he make the transition from that college system, very college system, spread offense, where they don't even huddle, they just go and call a play at the line, to the NFL system, which is much lower. You substitute, you call the play, you line up, you may have to call an audible and change the play. Can he make all of the adjustments? He went from really making it simple to just literally standing at the line. Guys, let me tell you something. This system they ran for him in college, they a lot of times they didn't even have plays. They just had Mickey Mouse and I don't know, Mickey Mouse and we need a SpongeBob Panswell, whatever the hell his name is, Square SpongeBob Bob Pans. I mean, whatever. SpongeBob Square Circles, whatever. And that was the play. You had a Mickey Mouse and SpongeBob, and that was the play right there. That meant Mickey Mouse met, I don't know, Shotgun and SpongeBob, whatever the fuck his name is, meant, you know, I don't know, 3 wide receivers on the sets and then fake it. I don't know. But a lot of times you had that. You didn't even run a play, like a play call. You just had pictures like Mickey Mouse, Dora the Explorer, and that was the play. You know, Mickey Mouse meant run, Dora the Explorer meant fake and pass. I don't know. So who could he make the transformation from that childish off system? Can he make the change from a Mickey Mouse offense to an NFL offense? And I think he has at this point. I just think it's a talent thing at this point. I think he has to make the transition. And at this point, it is just he needs to play better. This whole team, especially him, it is very inconsistent football. It is really. They have got to clean it up. Like I said, every time I do my picks, I always talk about Tennessee, and what do I say? They are a very inconsistent football team. You don't know what you're going to get from them. Either going to lose or have a very hard time winning. At least here in 2017, that is what we have seen from Tennessee. They're either going to lose or they're going to have a hard time winning the game and end up winning. Like last Monday night game, they had a night game. They were losing at halftime, were able to win the game in the second half. They should have won by a lot more. Tonight, completely fell flat on their face, had no answers. Marcus Mariota threw I don't know how many interceptions, like 5, I don't even know, and completely fell flat on his face. I still got this guy on my top list of 25 and younger quarterbacks who have a chance to be a star in this league, but he is not there. He's probably dropping off. I probably got right there at the low with Mitchell Trubisky and Jameis Winston. Probably those 2 are probably the worst quarterbacks in that list. I believe there's about 7 players on that list, and Marcus Mariota maybe about 5, maybe. I think guys like Mitchell Trubisky and Jameis Winston are even lower. But Marcus Mariota, out of those, if I had to rank them from one being the best to 7 being the worst, I have to say Marcus Mariota in that list of 7 is probably number 5. This guy has got to really look in the mirror and ask himself, do I have what it takes to lead this team to a AFC South title? How do you want me to make this easier for you, Marcus Mariota? Watson is out for Houston. J.J. Watt is out. Indianapolis, Andrew Luck is out. You're only playing with Jacksonville. That's all you have to do. Yes, Jacksonville's a pretty good football team, but still, if you're Marcus Mariota and you're going to do something in the future, this would be just like Matthew Stafford to me has all the pressure in the world this year. What else do you want? You got a rookie quarterback in Mitch Trubisky in Chicago. What else do you want? You got Aaron Rodgers who's a broken shoulder. What else do you want? You got a Sam Bradford who's out for the season in Minnesota. Matthew Stafford should win the NFC North. Same thing I'm going to say here. Marcus Mariota should win the AFC South. What else do you want? Watson's out. Andrew Luck's out. Jacksonville. They're a good team, but still, if you're as good as they say they are, this would be the year you would win this AFC South, Marcus Mariota. This will be the year. And tonight, I'm like, Jacksonville's a favorite. They really are to win the AFC South. Marcus Mariota completely fell flat on his face in this game. He really did. Like one of the first plays of the game in the first quarter, intercepted. Through, like I said, I don't know how many, 5 interceptions? This guy fell flat on his face. Now, the running game, is it amazing? No. Henry and Murray struggled. So it's not all on Mariota, but if you're going to be a star in this league, I'm not even saying win tonight, but at least play a lot better than what you did. I don't know how many interceptions, and then 40-17. That's not going to get it done in this league at all. I understand that Steelers are going over there onto Pittsburgh. It's very hard. I'm not saying win the game, but at least be more competitive than you were. That's all I'm saying to you, Marcus Mariota. But what else do I want to talk? Do I want to talk about the Steelers a little bit? Steelers, to me, are playing very good football. Shout out to all of them. Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Jesse James, Ben Roethlisberger, Mike Tomlin. Shout out to all of you. To me, the Steelers, and I really like what I'm seeing from that defense too. Joe Hayden, if coming over from Cleveland, has really helped that secondary out. This is probably the best secondary I've seen from the Steelers, probably since the Troy Polamalu days. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Steelers. I am excited for them. I am liking what I am seeing from this team, and I think I do think that we will be seeing that it is clear that the 2 best teams in the AFC are the Steelers and are in New England. The Patriots in New England are the 2 best teams in the AFC, and we will be seeing them play out. It is just a matter of which one of them will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. But I truly believe when it comes to the AFC, those 2 guys are clearly the best 2 football teams in the AFC. The Patriots and the Steelers. The Patriots and the Steelers. It is just a matter of time which one of them will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. But to me, it is very clear those 2 are the best 2 teams in the AFC. And I love the way the Steelers play. A little times I think they get a little bit sloppy. But tonight was 100% amazing. I loved it. Like last week, that was sloppy. You should have won by a lot more than you did versus Indianapolis. But whatever. I like what I saw from tonight from the Steelers. But I think that's all we have to say for tonight on the CE show. Tomorrow, questions. If you want to ask me one more question, if you want to ask me one more question, feel free to do so. I believe we do have enough questions to have a show tomorrow. So I do believe we have enough questions. But if you have not, if you have something in mind and you don't want to forget about it, put it up. If it doesn't get answered, it will for sure get answered next week. So if you're like chit-chat on shingles, I want to ask this question, but he's saying it's full. But hey, ask the question because you may forget about it. So at least if you ask it, it's there, and I'll see it when I go through it, and I'll say, oh, little Jimmy asked me this question. Little Jimmy, we're full for tonight. But for next week, this will be one of the questions. That may happen tomorrow on the CE show. We may have enough questions where I have to say, chit-chat on the shingle. We have too many questions. And I may have to put some of these questions into next show. Because I think this week we saw a lot more participation on the CE show in the comment section from the questions. Almost everybody that I hear from, Ronald, Marty, Chicken Wings, put a question. Almost everybody. There's a few people. Well, there's a lot of people who still don't participate because they don't. What is that fan? I even made a show for him. What is that name? Is it Joe? Joe Hay? What the hell? The Tampa Bay fan. I made a show for him. Told you're welcome to you, son. I made a show for him. So shout out to you too. He asked me, can I make a show on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I said, sure, but you're gonna have to wait because the whole week is full. So I put in my list. Tuesday is the day you're performing, and so yesterday, Tuesday I made his video. He said, "You're welcome." I say, "Thank you." Right now, as you know, I'm a lazy ass. I don't like to type. I like to talk. So right now here on the CE show, you're welcome, my son. And tempting too. Hey, CE, your question is, can you make a show about diarrhea? No, I'm just kidding. But can you make a show about Lonzo from the Lakers? Why he's struggling? Sure, little Jimmy. And that show will be on Tuesday. So if you want me to not only wanted me to ask me a question, like what color are your underwear? Oh no, never mind. Anyways, what color? No, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I always think of anyway. I ate an ice cream and I had some problems. That's why. Anyways, ask me a question. Hey, CE, can you talk about Lonzo from the Lakers? Why he's struggling so much? Sure, little Jimmy. And that show will be on Tuesday. That could be a question you might want to ask too. That's what this man did. Joe Orion, whatever the hell your name is, from Tampa Bay. Shout out to you. He didn't not only step up to the plate, he hit a home run. Because he's like, hey, fat ass, do a show on, can you do, he asked me nicely, it's a nice man. Hey, CE, show, hey, CE, can you please, hey, I'm starting like a motherfucker. Hey, CE, can you please do a show on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I'm like, sure, Joe Orion. And I did that show for him on Tuesday. So that could be another possibility from some of you. If not only answer the question on the Friday show, but hey, can you do a video about, like, for example, Lonzo from the Lakers struggling? Sure, little Jimmy, I'll do that video on Tuesday. Anyways, whatever, let me shut the hell up. I'm talking too long. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm not 100%. I'm dealing with some technical difficulties, and I had a big bowl of ice cream. Anyways, I'm gonna show the show up before I start walking like a happy feet. Anyways, like the penguin. Anyways, until next time, I will see you later. I apologize for not shutting up, but anyways, I will see you later. Oh my lord, how many minutes did we talk? Oh, this is why I hate talking too much. 17! Are you shitting me right now? 17 minutes we talked. Oh, I'm not. Are you? Why can I ever shut up? I literally can never shut up. Why can I never shut up? Always talking, always talking. CE, make a 10 to 12 minute video. Make a 10 to 12 minute video. Make a 10 to 12 minute video. 17 minutes. Nobody's gonna watch this shit. WTF.